Dee-dee-dee. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Well, I've already fogged up my glasses. Look at that. Yeah, that's not how you want to start the show. Well, I was working in the lab late one night when I beheld my eyes an eerie sight. For a monster in from his slab began to rise, and suddenly, to my surprise, he did the mash.
They did the monster mash.
Gosh darn it. Here, I had it all ready to scroll. He did the mash. He
It
did
was
the
a
monster
graveyard
mash.
smash.
He did the mash. It was a graveyard smash. It caught on in a flash. He did the mash. Oh, from my laboratory in the castle east, from the master bedroom where the vampires feast, the ghouls from their humble abodes to get a shock from my electrodes. They did the mash. They did the monster mash. They did the mash. It was a graveyard smash. They did the mash. It caught on in a flash. They did the mash. Well, the zombies were having fun. The party had just begun. The guests included Wolfman, Dracula, and his son. Well, the scene was a rockin', all were digging the sounds. Igor on the change back by baying hounds. The coffin bangers were about to arrive with their vocal group, the Crypt Kicker 5. They played the mash. They played the monster mash. They played the mash. It was a graveyard smash. They played the mash. They played the monster mash. Well, hello, people. Hi, fine people. Hi. How's it going? We're doing the mash. So now you may be wondering why. What is going on here? Well, first of all, happy Halloween to you. I'm in costume. Boy, my glasses are just going to fog the hell up here tonight, aren't they?
Oh, hey, girl, hey.
Oh, hey, girl. Hey, girl, hey. So my
I got this witch hat.
As you can see, Laura is, as she said, 100% that witch. So we love that.
Just,
That's adorable. And I am my 2020 self. See, with the mask and everything. But there's a reason for it.
But you don't have COVID.
I don't have COVID.
Let's explain
Yeah.
to the fine people.
It's
just that you have RSV.
I believe I have. Don't make me laugh because I'm. Woo! Yeah, this
no,
was.
he has something, and
So-
he's trying not to give it to me.
I'm trying not to give it to Laura here. So you can hear the fan going on in the background.
Yeah.
That's a delight. I might have to switch my glasses here at some point because I can't. These suckers are going to get
right. You
clogged up with the
honestly,
mask here.
I think you're fine. You've been sick for a whole week. I don't think you're really going to infect me.
Doesn't she look hot, y'all?
Thank you.
So hot. Listen, so my mom and I went to Chicago last week and had just the most wonderful time. I was going to prepare.
And you came back with the best gift of all.
Yeah.
Oh, RSV.
Well, I think it was RSV. It's hard to tell because RSV, respiratory virus, is almost indistinguishable from a cold, except for the fact that you lose your appetite, which was nice. And I did lose my appetite. And so
the painful hacking cough.
I have never had a cough that, like, it honestly felt like every time I would cough, like stab, electric jolt. It's like back, battery cables, jumper cables in a battery. It's like, ow. So anyway, the worst of it's past, but I don't want to give it to this one. So you hear the fan in the background. I'm going to have this on for the duration of the show.
To answer your question, yes, RSV is what babies get, but it's also what's clogging up the hospitals right now because adults are getting it, and it's really bad.
And do you know why adults are getting it? Because we haven't had exposure to each other.
Because no one's been outside in 2 years.
Exactly. We haven't been outside in a couple of years, and so here we are, giving each other all of these rare berries probably coming next, don't you figure? The polio's making a comeback. Isn't this delightful?
I think we're all good for polio, right? Like that. Like and I don't mean to offend anyone, don't come for me, but I think we existed in an age before anti-vaxxers, right? So it was like, get your fucking shots and go to school, kid. Like, I don't care what your opinions are.
Has a wonderful new special.
I didn't know one anti-vax person when I was growing up.
So
that wasn't even a thing, was it?
Actually, I love that when I'm talking, you kind of see this kind of. That's delightful. Patton Oswalt has a wonderful new comedy special. If you haven't seen it, it's on Netflix. Check it out. But one of the things that he talks about is how even back in the day, when we were the most racist, fucking backwards guys, there wasn't a satellite in the sky, and people were lining up around the block to get the goddamn polio vaccines. Like,
exactly.
Well, now who's going to guard those whites only water fountains? Right? If it's not, if I get the polio stuck in an iron lung, that's not good. So anyway, yes. Well, a long way we have come, baby. Listen, I missed you guys. How are you tonight? We're hoping that everybody is doing really well. We have a special little Halloween themed game for you this evening. I mean, it's just cards, but some Halloween themed clues and things like that tonight. How are you?
I am well. I'm
right?
working on a book.
It's a good book.
Why did I say I was going to write all these books? I'm the dumbest.
No.
It was the worst idea.
It wasn't a bad idea at all to write all those books. It was just super ambitious. It was extremely. Oh, there we go.
There's your mom. She's sick
My
too.
mom's here.
Yeah.
She says she's tired, so we don't.
Okay.
We're gonna keep a. We're gonna
Maybe
keep a
she's
good
not
thought.
like this kind of sick.
So
right.
yes, no, we're. She's not.
This is quite something.
There was a moment there. I'm like, because I haven't been sick in over 3 years, y'all. Because as you know, you knew me before. I was, kind of a germophobic dude because I didn't want to get sick because of voiceover, and then the pandemic came along. I definitely want to get that shit, and so I've just. In fact, I think I could count on one hand the last time I've been sick over the last 10 years.
You haven't been this sick since like Boston, work travel in Boston.
Yeah. So
you were so sick and you had the flu in Boston.
It was bad.
And then
It was
flew
very
on a
bad.
plane. That was a bad idea.
That was a terrible idea.
But
bad karma.
just in case anyone's curious, you've had 3 negative at-home COVID tests
Plus a PCR
and
test.
one negative PCR
If you're
test. So
keeping
it's
track at
definitely not
home.
COVID.
Yeah.
But if you're keeping score at home,
Yeah.
he doesn't have COVID.
Yes, we missed y'all too, Ange. Mom, Kathy. How sick was he? Says Scott Coates. That's funny. Good stuff.
So sick. This sick.
He was so sick, Scott, that in the middle of the night, I moaned softly to myself. I was that level. And then 2 nights waking up drenched in my own sweat. Now, Laura, God bless her, got me a humidifier. And she was like, well, it'll help you breathe. And you said, well, eucalyptus oil in there. We set it to 80. And I'm sleeping in a separate room during the duration of this cold. So I wake up in the middle of the night, and it is like everything is just, it's just soaked. I'm drenched. Like, my underwear, everything is completely drenched. And I'm like, well, I turn the thing off, of course. What do I do? So I like trying to move to the other side of the bed. And then, of course, I wake up later and I'm drenched in that. This has not been a fun cold, but I will
in a comical way, right? Like you were so wet because
how wet was he?
Because we set the humidifier wrong, I guess, right? So I was like, oh, the humidifiier's broken. That's fine. I go to return it to Costco, and the guy's like, what's wrong with this humidifier? And I said, it's too wet. And he said, yeah, okay, what's really wrong with it? And I'm like, I'm serious. It's too wet. It's like all over the whole room.
It was. I looked, and it was set to 80%. So
Okay,
if you
whatever.
want, basically it set it for Vietnam.
So the guy goes, okay, I'm going to write it's too wet under reasons to return a humidifier.
Hilarious.
And I'm
Yeah.
like, okay. And he goes, I haven't heard anything that funny since someone returned a life jacket and said the person wearing this drowned anyway.
Wow,
And I'm
that's
like,
boy.
What? And he goes, oh, they lived. That's why it's funny.
Wait, hang on. So you can drown and not die, right? Drowning basically just means you inhale.
Drowning meaning the
inhale water
person,
into
the
your
life
lungs.
jacket failed and they had to go in and save him. So that person was like, F this, I'm returning this life jacket.
We were talking about this last night. You guys remember when life jackets were just like this thick and it was just like orange neoprene?
No one cared about
and
us.
It's exactly just like, here, strap this thing on and hope for the best. Like if you couldn't kick, you were going down. Like if you had 80 years old rheumatoid arthritis, that thing wasn't going to hold you up. You know the ones I'm talking about, right?
Yes.
The ones that just like they're shiny orange and they're like literally that thick. Yeah, they didn't.
I had the
fuck all.
overprotective parents and the water floaties, though. I was like water floaty sundown sunscreen kid.
Did those? Oh, sorry. Did those work? Because you're just like hanging out there, and it's like because I guess you couldn't go like this when you're a little kid. Anyway, hi everybody. Should we have a show?
And it says life jackets be expensive AF. Well,
Guess what else?
That
Mayonnaise.
one doesn't work.
Mayonnaise is expensive as fuck right now. Why? I don't know why. Everything is just unbelievably expensive. Let's vote for the fascists. Hey everybody. Guess what? Mayonnaise is $9. Let's vote for autocracy. There you go. History will reflect. Oh, this is gonna be such fun.
Here are your hosts.
So much fun tonight.
Stefan and Laura.
Hi, everybody. Hi. Welcome. So it is almost Halloween, as you are well aware. And listen, we were just talking about how it's getting to be party season. So we're going to do this this year. We're going to do a Halloween. Halloween's over. We're going to do a Christmas party.
No, Halloween's Monday.
I know, but for all intents and purposes, no, we're going to have a Halloween
you
party.
guys, I need your
Hi, Jen.
I need your honest opinion.
Yeah.
Do I need a life-size Jason Voorhees for the driveway?
Yes, you do. Yes, you
do.
do.
I
Yeah,
need that?
you
Should
need
I
that.
go and get that tomorrow?
Yes, you should.
Because I'm like,
I can't believe you're not.
is that...
How do we not own this already? Is my question, right?
Well, Jason has that,
Yeah.
and then we need that too. But I'm like, that's a lot of money. I don't know if I want it that much.
Mayonnaise on an escalator. It's going upstairs. So see you later. That is somebody's rhyme. I don't know whose, but it's A-OK, Jen. I like that a lot. What else? Oh, so we got a Cricut printer today. Do you know what those are? They're highly specialized little cutter printers. They print on vinyl and then they cut, and then you basically have to peel it off, put it on glass and things like that. Well, Laura was kind enough to go and pick this thing up for me today because I'm working on a project with my mom, and she goes in there to Michael's, the fine crafts establishment that is a chain here in the Pacific Northwest and across the country, I do believe. And the people there could not have been less helpful for this.
Okay, so I guess the point of this story is I'm growing up.
Yes, okay.
Because
that's nice.
the people in Michael's I was like, hey, where do I get the Cricut and what goes with it? And they're like, you get it at the front counter. We don't know what goes with that.
Yeah, and also
look on the Cricut website.
A site of go fuck yourself as far as they were concerned. I'm like,
I'm
listen,
like,
this is a big ticket item. This is probably the biggest ticket item you sell in this store.
I don't think that's what you're... Okay. And then in my mind, I did the mental calculus of, well, do I want to take a stand and like go and leave and buy it somewhere else and be like, you didn't help me, so I'm taking my money elsewhere. But I didn't, because I'm tired, because I don't sleep at night. So instead I went, yeah, okay, I'll look on the website myself and find all the different parts that you need, like all the things, that the vinyl and the thing to cut the vinyl and everything else. I was like, okay, I guess I'll just look for it myself. And the girl that worked there goes, okay.
Yeah, nice job. Great job. Because she's like, what are you going to do? Go to fucking Hobby Lobby?
Exactly. No. What are you going to do?
Jen just said exactly the same thing. Yeah, they knew. They knew they had some fucking, Issaquah liberals over a barrel. They knew that. Yeah.
Well, this is the only liberal crap store, so...
Yeah.
In her mind, I think she was thinking, okay, go order it on Amazon. It's going to take 2 days. Order it on Cricut. It's going to take 2 days. Do you want it now? Pull it yourself.
Eric says craft store employees suck. How do you know? What's your interaction been like with it? Are you into yarning? Some sort of what do we think? What sort of crafting do we think Eric might be into?
Joann's might have them, but then I have to drive to Renton. Do I want to do that? No, I'm too tired for that too.
Yeah, not gonna do it. Yeah.
I'm growing up.
Oh, kids, let's have a show, shall we? I'm very excited. It's been a while. But anyway.
I did not scream wear a mask. I was wearing a mask and she was not. I'm cool. I'm live and let live now.
Not good.
I'm live and let live, Colwell.
I did mention the party thing, by the way, just because it's getting to be party season. So, get your dancing shoes on. We're going to do a Christmas party this year that is going to involve ugly sweaters and carols. So,
yes,
going to be there for that. And then, of course, mega
Christmas
party's
karaoke.
Back. Christmas karaoke is going to be happening.
We've got Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Then Christmas party, ugly sweater style.
Yep.
Then Christmas. Then return of mega party.
We're
going to get COVID.
Oh, we're good. Oh, no. No. Don't say that. No.
We're determined to get it.
Don't say that.
No, we're not. We're hoping not to get it.
So listen, we'll get into some Halloween-related stuff here in just. Well, no, we'll get to the news in just a moment. Let's start with some Halloween-related
news. You mean like how Trump's back on Twitter?
Yeah. Well,
he's like, "Hey everyone, I'm back." Yeah. Oh God.
I have a headache just thinking about that. Oh my fucking God! This year for Halloween, I'm going as a sexy blank. All right, let's try this. Let's get this party started. This spooky Halloween party. This year for Halloween, I'm going as a sexy blank. Loro 007, Live and Let Die.
Oh my God! So Carrie Atwood, we were just talking about. We were cleaning out the linen closet, and we were talking about the last time we had enough people in the house to warrant breaking out all the air mattresses and all the whatever sheets and everything else.
Yeah.
Because a party big enough and people that are drunk enough to stay that long.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh my God, the last person to really sleep here, during a party, was Carrie Atwood.
Yes, she
during
did. Yeah.
Mega Party, was like, I just need to sleep for a few hours, man, and then I'm gonna go to a kid's sports game.
And we're like, that sounds like a terrible idea, but here's the.
Aren't you gonna feel terrible tomorrow? And Did you feel
I
terrible?
figure you did, kiddo, didn't you?
Didn't you sleep 3 hours and then leave and go to the sports?
Couldn't have gone well. Jen says a sexy nose swab. Let's see. Eric says sexy stink pipe. Yeah, this is a sexy hermit.
jar of mayonnaise.
Sexy mystery fish. Tip your 40s, gang. Miss him.
Poor fish.
Portland carburetor thief. I hear that's quite the rage. And a sexy ballot, says Kathy. Sexy blue wave. Boy, that'd be nice. I would love to see that.
A sexy hermit, says Kathy.
A sexy she, he, she, him, her. Okay. A sexy jar of mayonnaise. Carrie can power through it. Yes, she can power through it, and she has. Let's see. For round one, I'm going to go with Eric for stink pipe because that was made me laugh when I saw it. Nice one, dude. All right.
Wait. Fuzz says, I want a video of wear a mask, Colwell, yelling at people on Halloween to wear a costume. Wear a costume!
So we are going to watch.
I just like screaming.
Usually, you do love screaming. Usually, we watch The Shining, and we're probably going to on actual Halloween. But tonight, we're going to watch American Werewolf in London. Oh, my goodness.
I thought we were watching that Benicio del Toro special that we were watching last night.
Oh, so there is the director Guillermo del Toro.
Where's the Cardi card?
It's under your computer there with a pen.
Oh,
There you go.
okay.
See, I was prepared.
Gosh.
So Guillermo del Toro is a director who. What the heck was the name of the film that he did? The kids film with the
Color
creature
of Water.
Creature that had hands for eyes. What's the Color of Water? I don't remember.
No, wasn't that the one with the fish man who had the
That
affair
was,
with the?
yeah.
I don't know. I only know one film at a time.
But anyway, he's done this whole series of, it's basically an upscale of the Tales from the Crypt kind of thing. So he comes out.
Twilight Zone kind of.
He's very, very heavy now, guys. He's alarmingly heavy, and it's like but he comes out.
He's doing an Alfred Hitchcock thing.
Yeah, and so anyway, but this is we were watching that last night.
Oh, Kathy said Pan's Labyrinth. That's what it was.
Pan's Labyrinth. Thank you very much. Anyway, so we're gonna watch American Werewolf in London tonight. The best Halloween movie of all time is absolutely blank. 100%. The best Halloween movie of all time is what, in your opinion?
Oh, but we're also on this show that you absolutely have to get into, which is the Wrexham show.
Welcome to Wrexham.
Yeah.
So you guys have probably heard about this. So Rob McKenna, who stars in It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, right? He gets word. He's like a sports fan. He's like a American football fan. He's from Philly. He gets word that this Welsh soccer team is available, and they need a buyer. And but basically what happens in the British football league is like they have basically 4 top leagues, and if you don't win, you get relegated. So
they know from Ted Lasso.
So if you've watched Ted Lasso, you get relegated out of the Premier League and down. You go. This is the 5th tier. This team is in the 5th tier. They are really in like the absolute fucking cellar. So he wants to buy this team, but he needs superhero movie star money. So he contacts his buddy Ryan Reynolds, and it's wonderful. It's very heartwarming. I like both of them. Ryan Reynolds is like the nicest human on the planet. You want to hate him, and you can't, right? He's handsome. He's successful. He's
in a good mood all the time.
He's in a good fucking mood all the time. He's like human serotonin. He's like he is. He's like a human yellow lab. I don't know what the guy's deal is.
Ange says the only show science experiment episode and Lori going barefoot for science.
Well, that's a fantastic answer.
Everyone being so tense, like, put on shoes! Oh my god!
It was scary. It was scary for people. You frightened people.
Eric was scared about a whole different thing. It was like an experiment that involved a fire or something,
yes.
The conduct. I don't know.
Yeah, we were with the battery and the whole thing with the gum wrapper and how I wet your mother's skull. That is a scary film. E.T. says my mom, very funny. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Bunicula, says Carrie. Oh dear Lauro, What was the funniest response? Oh, my ear just popped. That felt
that's
good.
Very nice. I'm going with the science show, only show science episode.
Yeah, I think that's right. And nicely done, Ange. Okay. So here we go. As you know, we have an election on Tuesday. I'm not feeling good about this at all, y'all. I shouldn't be.
Ange also made me laugh.
Alex is here.
Eagle over the pond. Oh, hi, Alex.
Hello, Alex. So we're talking politics all of a sudden, and Alex is here. Wonderful. So yeah, we have an election coming up. I've had to, after 6 years, 6 years of and over 400 shows, I've had to take a break. I'm taking a break for a few weeks, and I'm not involved myself with politics.
Maybe that's why you're sick.
At all. It's partially why I'm sick, and it's also why I'm in a good mood. But I understand that things are not looking great right now.
They're not looking great.
Not looking great.
Kim Schreier's in a tie, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, she's in a
with that guy.
Anyway, this election, vote as if blank depended on it. This election, vote as if blank depended on it. It might. Your ass? I don't know. You tell me. Everybody who's just joining us, I'm wearing a mask because this is my Halloween costume.
Because you have RSV.
and also because I have RSV. But I'm 2020 me, see?
But you don't have COVID, just to reassure everyone. No COVID.
No.
Four COVID tests.
4 COVID tests plus a PCR test. So, yeah. And a VCR test. I don't even know what that would
be. And the VHS test.
The VHS test. Yeah. Betamax test. I did all
these
of
are dated
the
references.
formats. Absolutely. But everybody, you know what's nice? Everybody here gets them. Everybody here gets our fucking references. It's nice. I like that.
Vote as if your beaver hole in Enumclaw depended on it.
Whoa! All right, I like that. I think that's hilarious. Pineapple on pizza. That's funny.
Are we talking about why Trump is back on Twitter?
No, I'd rather not actually. And here's the thing. It is okay. I'll talk about this.
And he went, "Thanks, Elon Musk," and you're like, "Oh my God, am I so glad I never got that Tesla." That Tesla ghosted me, and now I'm so glad they did.
I'm genuinely tired of billionaires fucking with our lives. I'm really sick of it. I'm just going to say it right there. Also, however, having Trump back on Twitter is probably going to do a lot of favors for the Democrats. I think people are going to be like, "Oh my God, he's a fucking chaos monster. We don't want him back." That is my guess. Let it be so. That's really all I want to say in the matter. This election vote is if blank depended on it. Hello, Suzanne. Pedro.
Why'd they kick him off? Oh, right. It was because of that revolution that he
fucking
caused.
insurrection.
Yeah.
Okay, so vote as if your beaver hole and Enumclaw depended on it. Your pineapple, your sex life, your everything. Let's see.
Your citizenship, yeah.
Your citizenship, your fragile mental state depended on it. Lori's stress level, the inside fish depended on it. Russia, Pedro. Vote for Pedro.
She had 2 good
TikTok
answers.
billionaires, your citizenship. 2023, November 9th. Let's see, GameStop, nice. I'm going to give it to my mom for your citizenship. Nicely done. Very good. All right. Well, so Elon Musk's first act, well, this was before, I wrote this before he let fucking fuckface back on Twitter. Here we go. Elon Musk's first act as Twitter CEO is to let anyone say anything about blank. Which really is actually true. This is exactly what he's about. He's a libertarian, you see. He had to bootstrap. He didn't have, he's overcome all these hurdles.
Is that why he's taking the company back to being private so he can make a libertarian amount of privatized money?
I have no fucking idea.
What is he? Uh-oh. Do you want to go in the other room and cough?
I coughed in the other room. There's a fan going in here. Elon Musk's first act as Twitter CEO is to let anyone say anything about blank.
Put it right there.
Very nice. My mom says about anyone except for him. That's probably true. Democrats, Hyperloop, impregnating multiple women, anyone but himself. Yeah, these are great answers. These are yours to judge there. Bruno. Oh, can't say anything about Bruno. Nicely done, Scott. That's funny.
Because they don't talk about Bruno.
Can't talk about Bruno.
No.
Yeah.
By the way, this is our 3rd Halloween celebrated on the show.
Well, congratulations to you guys for being here for this nonsense for 3 consecutive years, yo.
Do you guys get trick-or-treaters? Because we lock the gate and all the doors. We don't.
What trick-or-treater would come here that didn't want to take his or her life into their own hands?
Have you guys been to our house? It's very dark and spooky night out here. I mean, nobody ever gets any trick-or-treaters, and it's because you might die.
Don't go to the old Colwell place.
Nobody in the whole neighborhood. There's no street lights. We're at the very end of a very long street. It's not nice. Man babies, Joey Blank McGee. Promising Star Trek level technology. He be delivered for free by this time next year. Hello, Joe. What's up, my brother? Hello.
So, Laura, who had the funniest response to Elon Musk's first act as Twitter CEO? So let anyone say anything about blank.
I'm going with Scott Coates with Bruno.
I thought that was great. That was really nicely done.
So does that mean people can talk about Bruno?
I believe it does.
Oh, wow.
Also,
New development.
I don't know if you guys followed this in the news, but Amazon's stock cratered 19%. on Friday because of poor earnings. Hard to believe that they wouldn't be able to keep up that level of earnings that they achieved during the pandemic, right? When nobody was able to get out. And like, I don't know why they didn't like essentially lard that into their projections, but it's all hubris. And
they have no problem taking my money, though.
No. They'll take a proportion.
Not for things I buy, but things I
sell.
Like books, merchandise. Like they will take more and more. They're like, oh, do you only make a 50% margin? That's fine. We'll take 60.
However, instead of say, I don't know, lowering prices or scaling back top executives' salaries or things like that,
they'll take more from me.
Amazon is scaling back its services. You can no longer order blank. Amazon is scaling back its services. You can no longer order blank. They were going to do something called Amazon Well, y'all, which is going to be Amazon Healthcare. Can you fucking believe it? I mean, talk about going
you mean like you can get a doctor the next day?
Stay in your lane. Yeah, well, that would be, okay, listen, if there were a service whereby I could actually, pick up my phone and dial a few numbers and get a doctor on the phone, I might actually subscribe to Amazon Well.
Is there a service where someone will find me a primary care physician?
That'd be
because
nice.
Ours quit and we have not been reassigned.
Twisting in the fucking wind.
Nope. No one cares about us.
Don't care. They don't fucking care.
You, in fact, need a doctor.
Mm-hmm.
And this week, we had this great debate. It was like, do you want to go to urgent care? And then, Jim Cox hates urgent care. He has our whole family like, God damn it, don't go to urgent care. He has us all trained.
I hate urgent care. I don't want to go to fucking urgent care.
He has us all trained. Cut yourself and stitch up your own wounds before you go to urgent care.
Yeah.
Or the ER. He won't let anyone go anywhere.
So Jen says, Jen is a healthkear pro. By the way, Jen is she's the head of a hospital district in I keep wanting to say Snoqualmie. It's an easy thing to mix up. Of course it is. Anyway, so she says every big tech company has tried it, it'll never work. Of course it won't work. Let's see. You can no longer order the real dolls. Yeah, that's funny.
I'm giving you the point for that.
Joe Johnson.
Real dolls.
Real dolls anymore. Sex workers, third world children. Let's see. Slowly twisting in the wind. Angela says urgent care almost killed me. That seems,
wow.
That doesn't seem. That seems against their mandate, perhaps.
I need to hear that story.
We do need to hear that story. By the way, if anybody's in costume tonight wants to come on and show off their costume or send a photo, we'll be happy to display it.
Is anyone in costume?
Is anybody in costume?
I mean, you're barely in costume.
I'm in necessity costume is what I am. Oh, you guys. I always got the best candy as a kid when I dressed up as a blank. I always got the best candy as a kid when I dressed up as a blank. We watched it. Go ahead.
What was your best Halloween costume ever?
So I really loved The Planet of the Apes when I was a kid. It was my favorite show. In fact, and my mom is already she's saying this story as it's leaving my lips right now. When I was a kid, I was so obsessed with that show that I actually wrote a letter to Universal Studios saying, because I saw that they had a young kid playing an extra, like a small role on the Planet of the Apes TV show, and I wanted to do that. And so I was like, hey, Universal Studios, hire me to be one of your apes. I have brown eyes. I said, I guess I thought that was a qualification. Anyway, my favorite costume was absolutely my Planet of the Apes. It was like a rubber mask and the whole thing, the mouth. And I look like Roddy fucking McDowell, man. It was awesome.
That's a great costume.
Jeez, how about you?
My best costume ever was a chocolate M&M.
Hey, that's cool. Do you have any photos?
I do. My mom made me a really big felt M&M costume. It was so cute with an actual M on it. Like I won like a costume contest at school.
That's very sweet. That reminds me of when my mom used to be a Spreckle sugar cube.
That's cute.
She was a little sugar cube thing.
Was she a cube?
She was a cube. I always got the best candy when I dressed up as a. Let's see.
Wait, you didn't pin it.
Have not pinned it yet. Scott. Yeah, I know, dude. I know. That's funny. You know what? That's it. Scott says Altar Boy, and that is the answer to beat. Sexy Snake Pipe says Eric. Let's see. Ange is dressed as a casual Portland catalytic converter thief. Pink Bunny, says Kathy.
Carrie's going as Jodie Foster in Taxi Driver.
That's when she got her best candy.
Yeah. Well, that's
that's very funny.
That's the one.
Let's see. The girl next door. The dad's mistress.
Kathy goes as an adult with money to buy my own candy.
I'm giving it to Coates for Altar Boy. That was
funny.
That was very funny. You guys.
Scott Coates is gonna get a skull in the mail.
What is tonight's prize, dear Laurel?
I'm sure it's a skull in the mail.
You're sure it is? Okay.
I'm sure it is.
We don't have to worry about it.
I have to mail out all the skull in the mails from the past 2 weeks.
Yep.
I'm in a book editing mode, which means my self-esteem is at an absolute zero. I can't just.
By the way, yeah, slide into her DMs and tell her how awesome she is,
No,
because her self-esteem is cratering right now. I wish everyone would quit talking about blank already. Jesus. Oh my goodness. There are so many things. I mean,
how's that cough going? It doesn't sound good.
It's not my favorite cough. It doesn't feel great.
It sounds wet.
Well, there's wetness in there. Yeah, there's definitely. And it's one of those things where I've been taking Mucinex to kind of move things along. That's delightful. But it's like I don't like being sick.
Mucinex is supposed to dry it up, right? Not move it along.
Mucinex is a cough suppressant, and it also there's an ingredient in it that's supposed to loosen the phlegm. No, it's supposed to loosen the phlegm. There you go.
I wish everyone would stop talking about wetness already.
Yeah, exactly. Wet coughs, exactly. All of stuff is wetness. Okay, yeah, okay. Yeah. So pineapples, Eric's 18 inches. Do you
Jen,
really, though? Do you really wish we stopped talking about Eric's 18 inches?
Jen, I have a question for you. Did you see the Jason Voorhees at the Issaquah Lowe's? Because they have him dressed up like a guy in the paint stand, and it says Paint Rules.
Paint Rules.
With a Z.
Oh, so cute.
I don't know if I just want to buy the whole thing. Like, I'll buy the paint. I'll buy the sign that says Paint Rules. Because it's just so random.
Joe says he wishes everyone would stop talking about the bear hole.
That won't happen. That will never happen.
Your fault, dude. Listen, you can go away, but when you come back, we're still talking about the fucking bear hole. Sorry.
All right, Jen, I'm going there tomorrow, and if he's still there, I'm going to buy him and his paint.
He'll be here next week on next week's show.
The co-host, Jason Voorhees, he's very tall.
Well, we should actually, why is Skelly not here? I'm gonna go get Skelly. Let's see. Carrie says D's nuts. Let's just talk about D's nuts. This is yours to judge. So you, isn't it? Oh no, this is 7. No, I gave it to Scott. So something happened along the lines. You judge this round.
All right.
I'm getting Skelly. I'll be right back.
Diversity. I don't want to get canceled. I'm not giving you that one. D's nuts. I'm going to give it to Joe for the bear hole. But we never will stop talking about it. And we won't also stop talking about Enumclaw.
No.
These things won't happen.
Always talk about.
Carrie says Steve Irwin. Aren't we done talking about Steve Irwin?
Steve Irwin.
He's canceled.
Died.
Did 2 people actually say D's nuts?
That's funny. Steve Irwin got stung by a fucking manta ray.
Stingray?
Manta ray?
There's Skelly.
Skelly. Ladies and gentlemen, Skelly P. Bones. Skellington P. Bones. Here he is. Hey, dude. He looks like he's way in the background. I don't know how to
really does.
move him a little bit closer. Anyway, let's see. So that round went
I gave it to Joe.
Nicely done. Congratulations, Joe. You're on your way to a skull, dude. And you know that we pay out here on this show.
Skull in the mail. Or I probably just bring the skull to your house since you live close.
Exactly. Have you guys heard about? Excuse me. Oh my God. That's.
He's trying to manhandle you. Oh hi.
What up, player? How's it going, dude?
Oh hi.
Aw. He's trying to feel my supple skin with his bony fingers. So I don't know why I had this image in my head of Donald Trump's dad at Halloween in Queens, but let's go with this. Every Halloween, Fred Trump used to hand out blank to the kids. Mein Kampf, most likely.
Oh,
That's
boy.
probably what he did. Every Halloween, Fred Trump used to hand out blank to all the kids. Brown shirts. Oh, I'm stealing all the best answers. Fucking Fred Trump. Good Lord. Every Halloween, Fred Trump used to hand out blank to all the kids. Steph, yeah, that is absolutely right. Stephen and Lori do put out. We do. Arsenic skyrockets invoices. Angela says invoices. That's funny, kid. KKK registration.
Hey, neighborhood kids.
His tiny candy bar. Rohypnol.
Only to the sexiest kids.
Exactly.
Aw,
Just the sexiest
now I'm
kids.
canceled.
Yeah, that's a
Right.
sexy, sexy baby.
Oh boy.
Oh my God. These are great. These are mine to judge, right?
Yes.
Oh my
We're
God.
back on even
Yeah.
numbers now.
His hand out his children. All right, and that's two fucking funny answers. Between invoices and his children, Angela gets that round. Nicely done.
Bankruptcy tips.
That's fucking great. Oh my God. Oh, you guys, some guy just offered me a great deal on a used blank. Some guy just offered me a great deal on a used blank. Just walking down the street and just saw me as a guy who needed one of these things. Offered it to me
Skeleton?
for a song. Sure, yeah. DNA, used DNA.
Okay, last night we were watching this Benicio del Toro show, and one of the episodes starred F. Murray Abraham.
Who? So
Dudes, he is 83 years old, and since
looks
he's looked
amazing.
really old since he was like 40, we
Right.
were like, God damn, now he looks amazing for
He was
80.
an Amadeus like 40 years ago and looked exactly the same. So one of the great things about looking old as when you're younger is if you can hang on to that, then you're just like, wow, F. Murray Abraham has looked exactly the same for the last 40 fucking years. It's crazy. Good shape.
Eric said real doll.
Real doll. Symbian, QAnon website. COVID test. Republican soul. Yeah, dildo, of course. Yeah, absolutely right. You know, Mom, honestly, when I wrote it, I'm like, well, if she doesn't, then something's wrong. There's just...
Gary said humidifier.
Nice.
Everything's wet. Everything in the house is wet.
Honestly, Mom, if you didn't say dildo, I was going to say reset your Wi-Fi because you're not getting the show. You're not getting the show.
I have a question about
Yeah.
the humidifier. Why do they let you put it to 80% so that your entire house can be wet?
Yeah, I don't know. They're like set
You
it for.
shouldn't be able to set it that high.
It's like setting for Schwitz, you know? It's crazy.
It wasn't even schwitzo. It was like you were drenched in water.
The mattress was wet. I mean, everything was wet. Wet. Stefan's wetness. Can we stop talking about Stefan's wetness, please?
No, we can't.
Oh, Skilly. Skilly bones. Skilly bones. Ouch. She's biting my nails.
It's okay if we leave Skelly out all year long, right?
Yeah,
It's not weird.
Listen, you love the Christmas lights. You love Skelly. Let's just have them be part of our lives
Listen,
all year round.
Halloween's my favorite.
Some guy just offered me a great deal on a used blank. Who had the funniest response in the world? Yes.
I just saw Eric's response, which was pond fish.
Oh no! Boo! Boo.
No, I'm giving him the
I
point.
think you should get that point though. That is funny.
COVID test.
Nicely done. All right. You people, you light up my life collectively. Oh y'all.
Oh my God, what was the song we heard today on the weekly top 40? It was the worst song of the entire 70s.
Oh, it was Muskrat Love. Am I wrong in that Muskrat Love by fucking Captain and Tennille is the very, very worst song of the 1970s, and it is a very high bar, a high threshold to say, because there were a lot of bad songs in the 70s. Muskrat Love is one of those songs where how did it be? It wouldn't have been so bad if it hadn't become popular, but because it became popular, it was like a #1 song at one point. Like, what happened to us collectively as a people that we decided that Muskrat Susie and Muskrat Sam lived together in Muskrat Land needed to be our #1 song?
The reason I'm laughing
happened.
is because we then got in this really funny
We took the
discussion.
brown acid.
We got in this funny discussion because during the weekly top 40, which plays every Saturday,
The weekly Top 40 countdown.
we try to be purists like we all were in our youth, right? When the song sucks, it's like, just leave it. There'll
leave
be
it.
another song later.
That was the crazy thing too. It was like
There'll be a good song soon. Just have patience.
But the variety of things that you would hear, like you remember Nadia's theme.
We just wait through them. We just deal.
You
We
gotta
just
wait it out.
endure.
You
We
gotta wait.
endure.
But I mean, that could be followed by play that funky music. Like, who thought those two songs would ever go together? And yet they did. And we just waited around. Like, well, I like this song, but the next song, the only show board game where your objective is to blank your opponent. The only show board game. We're doing this, kids. The only show board game. So many board games, like the game Sorry. You guys remember the game Sorry? When you were a kid, the whole objective of the game Sorry was to screw your opponent. It just screw them over, just to set them up to fucking fail, and then take advantage of that and like give them a screw in.
And then go, sorry.
Sorry. Yeah. Actually, the name of the game shouldn't have been Sorry. It should have been Sorry, right? Because you weren't sorry at all.
Sorry, not sorry. Should have been the name of the game.
Sorry, not sorry is right. Sometimes Rick just phoned it in.
I don't know what that means.
Do what?
Sometimes Rick just phoned it in.
I don't either, but
It's funny though.
it's funny. It sounds like a. It sounds like a lyric from like a 1970s song. You know.
Or like a piece of 70s philosophy. Sometimes Rick just phones
Oh, you know
it
what
in.
it sounds like? It sounds like a replacement song. That's
Okay.
what it sounds like. You know.
Outwit, outlast, out inside joke your opponent.
Penetrate.
That's the
Share a cup with, Kathy says. Share a cup with your opponent. Rickroll your opponent. Outfish your opponent. Clown peen your opponent.
Am I the only one? I mean, look, 2020, the pandemic,
Hey, 2020.
was a terrible tragedy.
Hey, girl.
and
we're looking at you.
everybody, so many bad things happened.
Yeah.
But am I the only one that had a good time?
We had a great time. We did 200 shows in a row.
It was
Had a great time.
we as a
collectively had a
group,
fucking great time.
we had so much fun, right?
Such a great time.
We made things. We told stories. We
Yeah.
sang songs. I don't know. I have fond memories.
My dad says, bullshit your opponent. Very nicely done. Infect your opponent, says Joe. Give 18 inches to your opponent, says Eric. Is this me? This is me. Is it right? I'm judging this.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Moisten your opponent, outfish your opponent, in-call your opponent, bear hole your opponent, penetrate your opponent, outwit, outlast, out-joke, out-inside joke your opponent. Share a cup with your opponent, says Kathy.
I'm so shocked that no one has said beaver cube your opponent.
Well, it's the night is young. Let's use Jim's right hand more than Kathy had a couple of good responses. I liked. I very much Kathy liked share a cup with, and also Jim's right hand. So Kathy gets this round. That's it, kiddo. Scully's right behind me. There he is.
Come over here, Scully.
There is nothing, man, I feel like $1 million. There is nothing I can't do, well, except blank. There's nothing I can't do, well, except blank. I took you out to poop earlier and you didn't do it. You did not do it. She's giving me the look, y'all. I know. I may have to take the dog out for a
Here,
spin.
I'm going to take a germ break.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, exactly. I could open that window.
I'm going to take a whole deep breath. No, go ahead.
You want me to open the window? Yeah. All right.
2 days from now, I'm sick too.
No. There's nothing I can't do except Eric says keep your fish safe. You know what though? So there we go. Yeah, thanks. Let's sub in Skelly P. Let's take the dog out to poop and have her actually poop. Vote Republican. Jake from State Farm. Shop drop a hamster like an Only Show fan. Eric actually helped us put in what is essentially now is amounted to a maximum security fish prison. Alex and Joe and Jen, if you're still with us, we lost 2 of our outdoor fish to raccoons. I mean, we had a net up. We did the best that we could do. I happened to hear some rustling going on, like the light went on, the sensory motion thing went on, and I look out there and I see these 2 little asshole raccoons in there. I'm like, oh, they're just getting in there, and so I shoo them like, I get out of here, and they take off. And I forgot about it. And the next day I get up and I'm like, and Eric is over. He's helping us like put in some rock around the pond. And I look and there's like all this weird saliva in the pond. I'm like, oh, wait a second, there were fucking raccoons in there. And then I'm like, I only see 1 fish. So we're down to 1 fish. And so the next day, Eric, God bless him, comes over. We get this stuff called hardware cloth that Eric has to knit together, and we roll it over the top of the surface. It looks very, very strange now, I have to be honest. But the good news is nobody's getting in or out of that pond. Like, what I'd like to tell people is that the fish that we have left is he's a killer, and he's basically the Anthony Hopkins from Silence of the Lambs, kind of fish. He'll bite your fucking fingers off if you put him in there. So it's really there for your protection. Let's see, JD Nesbitt, what's up, dude? How's it going, man? JD Nesbitt says there's nothing I can't do except sleep with women. Okay, dude. Well, yeah, that's a great answer. Let's see, 2 girls, 1 cup. Touch my toes. Keep your fish safe, says Eric. Vote Republican, says Joe. Shop drop a hamster like an Only Show fan. Dry your room out. Touch. Let's see. Fuzz says 2 girls at the same time, man. That's really what you do? Yeah, man. Well, chicks dig guy with money. Especially chicks double up on a guy like me. Let's see. Jen says circle of life, man. I know. It is. It was sad though, because like we did our best to protect, particularly Mr. Fish. He had This sad life. Let's see, put my left arm all the way over my head. The third opening, get pregnant. 2 girls, 1 cup, sleep with women. Oh, Kathy. Oh, Jesus H. Christ. Not even going to repeat that. Angela Garvin, let's see, fellatio on myself. But we've tried, fellas, haven't we? We've all tried at some
Hello
point.
again.
Hello again. Trust 45, what up, JD? Cilantro on pizza, put the lotion in the basket.
Hi, JD. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. So this one is mine to judge, I do believe, and there was one that made me, actually it's Eric. Eric made me laugh right off the bat with keep your fish safe, so. But you did, dude. You're keeping the fish safe, so points.
Okay, but what do we do now? Because we can't even see the fish. He's a black fish, and now we can't see him.
And she's getting more.
Does anyone want a fish?
Here we go. Here we go. On to the next. The next, and by the way, Eric, I thought you did a masterful job on that thing.
Oh, he did a great job. It's covered in metal mesh.
That point went to him, our Broheim Eric there, and yeah, the metal mesh, which was just slicey, so slicey.
Yeah.
The secret to a happy marriage: always blank and never blank. The secret to a happy marriage: always blank and never blank. Yeah. The secret to our happy marriage is talk everything out and go to bed when you're not making any progress. And surprisingly, it's like hitting the reset button. You get up the next day, it's like, yeah, all right, let's talk about that again.
Yeah, that whole go to bed mad thing. Don't go to bed mad. Fuck that.
We
go to bed mad all the time.
All the fucking
because
time.
it takes us a really long time to stop being mad. So
Exactly.
we're like, oh fuck, okay, good night. I just put a pin in it for now. I'll be mad again when I wake up.
Let's see. JD says, always smile and never nod. Kathy says, always stay single and never get married. That is your, always fuck and never stop fucking. Okay, there you go. That's just constantly, man, it makes doing.
That sounds painful.
Eventually you get a little chafed down there, but it's true. You stay happy. This is a trap. I will not answer you there. I'm always getting inclined to give it to Eric for that right there. See, always pay and never complain. Okay. These are good answers. Always yes, never dare. Okay. Fucking
always yes and never
Ange and Fuzz, they could be fucking right now, you guys, according to this answer.
We know what they do with their free
time. Literally are just boning as they're playing this game.
Exactly.
Right. Stay quiet, share a bedroom. This is yours to judge, dear Laurel.
Oh, I have to give it to Eric for this is a trap and I will not
I was going to
answer.
say, that was, Eric had his funniest pants on again.
What's going on with Eric?
Have you guys have heard about the new...
JD says they probably are. High and fucking.
High and fucking. Well, good. You know what? Honestly, that's why they're so goddamn happy, those two. McDonald's has a new Happy Meal for adults. Figure you've heard about this. It contains burger, fries, and blank. McDonald's new Happy Meal for adults contains a burger, fries, and blank. A mortgage. A 3-year adjustable rate mortgage. A HELOC. That's what it contains. McDonald's new Happy Meal for adults contains a burger, fries, and blank. A joint. Nice. Oh my God. Yes, that's why Ange and Fuzz are such a joy to be around, because you see they're always just, boning and smoking. Smoking and boning.
And loan forgiveness.
That's good. I like that. That's nice. And Eric Atwood. Joe says Eric Atwood. Nice.
JD made me laugh out loud with Tagamet.
That's good.
Burger, fries, and a nice antacid to help you digest the burger and fries.
A gallon of 89 octane gas. A solid 401k. God, we're such grown-ups. Jesus, when did it happen? I had this weird... So, when we would go to our class reunions, you probably have had the same experience with yours. You show up there, and I remember when we started going on our 10-year reunion, and we'd be like, oh, it's going to be so cool. There's everybody like 28 years old, and you see these geezers roaming around. It's like, oh my God, people in their fucking... Oh God, you don't even like to think about how old these people are from classes in like the 60s and 70s. Like, oh my God, and just like whatever. Just what do you people scurry so that the kids can actually have fun and play. And then at our last reunion, I was looking around and I was looking at the young kids coming in for like their 10-year reunion. I'm like, oh my God, that's how they see us. That's exactly how they see us. We are that now.
Right.
All those fuckers are born in the who went to school here in the 80s. I wasn't even born in the 80s. Good Lord.
Eric just said an LDS Bible. Actually, I have another hat in the other room. I almost went as a Mormon influencer with some terrible eyelashes and a hat, but I couldn't get that together.
But you know, I love the concept. I think the concept is great. So let's see. We had
Metformin.
let's see. So we had a joint blow. Eric Atwood. Loan forgiveness.
I'm giving it to JD because he had several good answers. Oh wait, did you?
Yeah, this one's me.
Oh,
this one is mine to award.
Can I recommend JD's answers?
Let's see. But metformin, salmonella, 80s music, LDS Bible, condoms. Well, you give it to JD on this one since you already called it. No, I'll judge the next one.
All right.
Nicely done.
You judge the next two. How about that?
All right.
And then we won't have to go to bed mad.
Oh man.
But we'll do that. We don't care.
We don't fucking care. I sleep fine.
It works for us. We sleep just fine.
Exactly. Everybody knows.
We're usually mad anyway, so you know.
To blank or not to blank? That is the question. Let's get a little Shakespearean here tonight on the fine program, shall we? To blank or not to blank? That is the question.
You can receive this skull in the mail.
Right,
so
yeah.
you can go to be or not. Here you go.
Poor Yorick. Alas, I knew him,
I
Horatio.
knew him, Horatio.
Yeah. Used to dandle you on your knee. Oh, shit heel. Why are you always complaining? Buck up. Right? There. It's a little Shakespeare humor for you. Listen, that degree had to be worth something. I just to be able to make kind of an insidery Shakespeare reference that was somewhat relevant and on brand. I thought that was pretty good. I don't know. Worth the money. Worth the money.
JD's gonna put Tagamet in here as well.
To quote Family Guy or not quote Family Guy, that is the question.
That is the question.
Ow, Pam.
You were on Family Guy.
I was briefly on Family Guy. Let's see. To fuck or
As
not
Pat
to fuck.
Sajak.
Let's sharing a room, so it's fine. Doom scroll or not to doom scroll. Let's see. Tagamet or not Tagamet. Netflix or chores. To quote Eric.
Oh no, your parents.
My mom says. My dad says use my right hand or both hands. Listen. Go ambidextrous, because then every once in a while, when you do it with your non-dominant hand, it's like a surprise. It's like, oh, I did. Oh, you. I haven't seen you in forever.
I'm dead.
Yep.
That's it.
Oh, Laura's subbing out. She's
That's
tapping
it.
out. Good night, everybody. Good night. See you later. To have another or not have another. To fish or not to fish. Okay, so this one is mine to judge. I'm going to give it to my dad for right hand or left hand. Nicely done. Replace the terrible fucking floors or not replace it. Boy, oh boy, Ange, that is a decision I have never regretted not once. I think about it.
We think about that all the time.
I think about it all the fucking time. Okay, so we are into round 15, coming into the end of the game here. Everybody knows it's bad manners to blank at the dinner table. Everybody knows it's bad manners to blank at the dinner table.
Who won that one?
Give it to my dad. James Clay Cox the First.
Thank you.
Everyone knows it's bad manners to blank at the dinner table. Fuck at the dinner table, okay. Sure. Get a lot of mileage out of that. It's good. Fart at the dinner table. Yeah, it's
Talk politics?
Sure.
Definitely.
Definitely. Everyone
Okay,
knows it's bad
what do you
manners to
guys
blank
make
at
of
the
this?
dinner table.
I know someone,
You do.
and she is a liberal Democrat.
Good.
And her husband is a QAnon Trumper.
Yeah,
and
I know who you're
she
talking
married
about.
him anyway.
On purpose, yeah.
She married him knowing this about him.
Yeah.
What's their life like?
I don't know. And I don't even like to think about it because it's just so fucking depressing, you know?
What's their dinner table conversation like?
Well, they would probably have to avoid, the subject of politics, don't you figure? She's great.
Alex says, nope.
Nope.
No.
Okay, so this one is yours to judge.
No, you were going to do two.
No.
I did two.
No. Come to come naked to the table, says my dad. Hold over your plate, this is my dad. Hold over your plate. Don't force anything. Read the directions. Let's see, I'm baffled by those relationships. Yeah, I am too. Is that like a log cabin Republican? Sharpen your dildo. Ow. Wear a mask. Poop at the table. Eat dinner.
Poop at the table. Yeah. That's funny.
Copulate at the table. Mansplain at the table. Get moist at the table.
Leave your sperm at the table?
Yeah. Let's see. Talk politics. Fart. Fuck. Let the weird right-wing uncle drink. Yeah, don't do that. Okay, so Kathy had a couple good answers. She had leave your sperm and get moist. So we're giving it to Kathy.
Oh, but you guys know that I also know a gay Republican. And he lives at
He
Mar-a-Lago.
lives at fucking Mar-a-Lago, y'all. Can you even imagine? Jesus Christ. What sort of self-loathing? This self-loathing. I don't get
God,
it.
I gotta get back in touch with him to see what
Just
he's
get the scoop.
what his
Yeah.
life is like.
Okay, so what do we have here going into...
He's never gonna speak to me ever again.
Yeah, well, fuck that guy. Do we... seriously. Do we have... So it was...
Who was that?
That was my dad for 14. And then who did I just award it to? Kathy.
Oh, okay.
So my dad and then Kathy. So that was it. So my...
Okay, so
Wait, no.
Kathy for 2.
We... well, because that was... I only had 15 cards, so I was about to go into the tiebreaker. So
did we skip one?
Did anybody keep... No, we didn't skip one, but we didn't write one down. So does anybody know how many points you have?
That's what I meant. Did we skip one? Like, I don't know. Just make up one.
No, but I mean, we have... I don't want to, cheat anybody out of the points that they might have already earned. We just didn't write... Somebody won around, we just didn't write it down. So
two.
maybe tally them up, and if we didn't get your tally right, let us know. Oopsie. We don't keep score anymore.
JD has 1 point.
Yes.
Well, Eric already has 4 points, so.
Oh, so Eric would have won anyway.
Yeah,
Okay,
Eric
so this
won
week's
anyway.
this week's champion is Eric Atwood, who gets the skull. Don't do anything nasty with it, dude.
Eric's
No.
already had a skull. I'll make him some of this.
Nice job, dude.
Okay, so let's see. Ange
Congratulations.
had 1, and Scott had 2. And this is when I try to count who had what, and I'm not good at scorekeeping.
No, it's
not.
fine. But we're gonna go watch a movie anyway.
Yeah,
and besides,
that's right.
honestly, we've been marinating in my juices in here for far too long.
Am
As
I
if-
going to get RSV? Let's
no,
vote.
No, you're definitely not going to get RSV. You're going to be just fine. I got the fucking mask on and there's a fan going. You'll be fine.
Wait,
so,
are we having a tiebreaker now? Because
No.
Kathy has 2 points. I'm trying to count it.
No,
Scott
no.
has 2 points.
Eric won, and seriously, we got to get you out of this soup in here. You've been here for too long. You're marinating. Kids. Oh, kids.
Eric says, no, I don't have 4.
No, he actually...
Even if you have 3, you already won. We just watched Pleasantville, watched Powder before that, and now watching Golden Girls.
Oh,
This is a good...
fucking phenomenal.
This is a good binge
Hey,
watch.
I am honored that you would, come and visit us for a while on your binge
Take
watch.
a break and
Yeah.
be so funny.
Yeah.
Trophy ceremony. All right, so no tiebreaker. That's it. We're just
done.
cutting out.
We're done.
You wanna
Congratulations to Eric.
Put Skelly Skellington in, and we're out
Yeah.
of here.
Peace out. Just let the beat keep on rocking. Count
Are
our
you
money.
gonna sing my favorite Halloween song?
Which one?
Bela Lugosi's dead.
Undead, undead, undead. The bats have left the bell tower. The victims have been bled, red velvet red. There you go. Okay, kids. So happy Halloween, y'all. Like I said, it is getting to be the holiday season and party season and all that. So I'm looking forward to seeing a lot of you people in person. We'll see you guys next week. If my voice is back, I'm going to do a show on Wednesday. I haven't done a live show in a while.
That'll be fun.
So I'm very much looking forward to that. I'll let you know online. But otherwise, have a wonderful Halloween. We'll see you guys next week. Okay?
And Jen says, stay fresh, cheese bags.
I love that. Words to live by. Keep your
Yeah.
feet on the ground and stay fresh.
Stay fresh, cheese